First, it's Albert Stassen in the wreck. When you deny any basket, it's rewarding enough. But when you take away a green, that's money taken from the other team's bank. Great anticipation. Next up is Scoop Night. How about a block sandwich? Blocks the ball so hard and starts the break, then finishes an off-the-glass alley.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers going up against the New Orleans Pelicans here at their home, the Smoothie King Center. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. And now the Lakers starting group. Harris is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Chris Paul. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Thompson in at the shooting guard. And for New Orleans, Andre Drummond is out there with Montrezl Harrell. Then it's T.J. Warren. Then it's De'Aaron Fox. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 2. So the Pelicans win the tip. Fox passes to Harrell. Outside Warren. Here's the 3. A rebound by the Lakers. Getting their first look of the season at this Pelicans team.
Yeah, and they came out with a W every time they played this squad last year. A stark contrast drawn between the conference's haves and have-nots.
Guys, they deserve a lot of credit for not losing focus and letting one slip away. They came to play every time, and I expect that'll be the case tonight.
And an efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy 2.
The pass to Fox. It's rebounded by Paul. Now let's find out what head coach Stan Van Gundy had to say to David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. He thinks the big issue for them is to make things difficult inside. He understands that their opponent has a physical presence, but he wants his guys to match that physicality or surpass it. Obviously a tough order to fill, but they have to do it.
All right, thank you, David. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Talk about a great start. 3 of 3 from the field to get the game going. They're cooking with gas, folks.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
You know, that's a quick 0 for 4 now. At what point do you call a timeout and reset?
They grab their own miss, Butler, and the layup is good. Butler's got his second basket.
Boy, they're on fire right now, cooking with gas, starting this one out 4-5.
For New Orleans, their last game a loss to the Clippers in Los Angeles. Warren on the wing. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Back to Warren. Shot to stop the run. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys, if nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Pelicans trail by 11. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And the Pelicans miss again. LA's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Ball against Fox. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Here's Butler. He picked up 24 points in their last one against San Antonio.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
Now here is Harris.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Yeah, they're scoring with confidence, making them count in the early going here.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it.
Warren, good.
You know, I like seeing Warren do work inside. He might be a three-point shooter, most known for that, but he's still 6'8". You got to do some work in the paint.
Now here is Harris. A 23-point game for him in the win against the Spurs in San Antonio. Paul looking around, puts it up from 12, drained for 2 points.
Tell you what, that mid-range game from Chris Paul, he's really an assassin from there. You can see less and less of that shot in this day and age, but CP has got the green light to shoot it.
DiVincenzo passes to Fox. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Boy, I like the focus and unselfishness Fox brings to the court. A strong defender with lightning-quick reflexes in every spot.
First trip to the line for him here.
And his free throws are falling at a rate of only about 72% on the season. Not terrible, but listen, you obviously would expect him to do better.
And I think it's clear he's gotten better in that department since last season. I mean, he looks a lot more comfortable at the line now, and he's getting better results.
Lakers leading by 6. Valanciunas with the ball. He's coming off a 16-point game against San Antonio.
And he also controlled the backboard as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job.
Now here's Paul. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Drummond. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
And 3 blocks on the game as well. I mean, he was going all out and making plays defensively.
Fox is so good at exploiting the pick and roll. When the defense goes under the screen, he knows exactly what to do. Burn them with the jumper.
Here's Harris. Warren against Butler. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. A chance now for a three-point play. T.J. Warren picks one up.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Free throw, good Butler.
Clearly, Jimmy Butler is in the prime years of his career, and, you know, you get the feeling that no matter how much he achieves, he's always going to be looking to get better.
Fox, count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Fox has got his second basket of the night.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And another three for the Lakers.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Now, here's Fox. He's definitely not pleased how he played against the Clippers. Warren on the wing. 6 to shoot. And that one, good.
Boy, Warren takes what the defense gives him there, making use of the mid-range stroke.
Los Angeles leading by 9. Harris outside. Three-pointer. Doesn't go for him. And New Orleans will come the other way. On up the court. DiVincenzo passes to Fox.
How about the vertical from Fox? Throwing it down with authority. Go get it, young fella.
Paul outside. Up top, Valanciunas. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
New Orleans making some changes here. Markieff Morris is checked in for Drummond. And it's Ross in for Dante DiVincenzo. Wiggins is checked in for the Lakers. The three. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
No good from Ross. Lakers leading by 7. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
And when you're open, Paul will find you in a nanosecond. I mean, that's one thing that makes him really special.
Morris outside. It's Fox atop the key. To the inside. No good from Ross.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
On the wing, Wiggins. He's guarded by Ross. Here's Harris. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Wiggins.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Some of the best free throw shooters in the NBA. Let's highlight them. Number 1, Chris Paul.
And you simply got to avoid sending him to the line. Absolutely no one has better form from the stripe than he does.
Los Angeles leading by 11. Valanciunas passes to Butler. Unloads from 9. That shot off. Nice D from Warren.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Ross passes to Harrell. He kicks it to Fox. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Butler on the wing. Pass to Valanciunas. Banked in off the glass. And the Lakers lead by 14.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
Fox. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Bol, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Joseph comes in for Warren. The Lakers also making some changes. Larry Nance is checked in for Tobias Harris. Doug McDermott comes in for Butler. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Chris Paul. And so he hits both. And it's Rubio with the ball for the Lakers. A 12-point game. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
Now, here's Rubio. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Two open that time, made it look too easy.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Wiggins with it, picked up by Joseph. There's the three. Over to the wing. Rubio outside. Lakers passing it around. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for him later on.
And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And read the plate perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
To the right side. Here's Fox.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Yeah, you're right. Not one second chance bucket for the opposition. They're boxing out on every shot.
Joseph looking over the floor. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It's going to be on Doug McDermott.
You know, because Corey Joseph, when he has the ball, is always in a probing posture, he's hard to guard without fouling at times.
The Pelicans shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Shooting two.
Free throw good, Joseph.
Yeah, you can just see it in Corey Joseph. He loves to hoop. I mean, he's a talented offensive player who also gets after it on defense.
And so he makes both from the line.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Wiggins against Joseph. Now Wiggins. He had 16 points in the win against San Antonio. The Lakers have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool and consistent at the stripe this year, I mean, that's impressive.
And both free throws good for Wiggins.
A decent free throw shooter is Wiggins, trying to become more than that, though, given how often he gets himself to the line.
It's not going to go for him. Jimmy Butler has been on display for Los Angeles. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be back with you shortly. And if you're wondering whether players watch the standings, check out this clip from Chris Paul.
One thing we have to do is stop comparing ourselves to last year. Early in the year, we was doing that every couple games. We was like, man, our record was here, this was that. And teams change, your games have to change.
You know, Greg, he makes a great point. Even when you have mostly the same guys, every season is different.
And if you're a coach, it'll give you gray hairs trying to preach that to your players. Many guys don't believe it until they're in it and then have to dig themselves out of a hole.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Lakers?
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And also, how about the willingness to attack the basket and challenge the defense here tonight?
They've got Terrence Ross. Cole is out there with Morris. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Fox in at the 1. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. And here's Rubio following Markieff Morris's 3. Wiggins drives in.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Guarded by Valanciunas. DiVincenzo passes to Morris. Off target with the jump hook.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
DiVincenzo against Rubio. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game. Thompson, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Back to McDermott, just 5 to shoot. Pass to Nance. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
All right, a chance to check out stats for DiVincenzo.
He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. He's right around 13 points a night, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists.
The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
Now, here's Rubio. Following the missed shot by De'Aaron Fox. And the basket by Rubio. Rubio's got his first 2 points of the night.
With the ball on the string now, Rubio using change of pace to get the shot he needs. I like it.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Andre Drummond's checked in for New Orleans. Thompson against Ross, and the foul called on Terrence Ross. That is his first foul of the game. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick, a shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player.
And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Picking up his second foul here. Has to be careful because they can pile up quickly.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Here's Fox. He's got 12. Shot clock at 5. The three for DiVincenzo. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. DiVincenzo's got 6 points. And Greg, why is it that the Pistons got so little in exchange for Drummond?
Well, I think he was an impending free agent. I think Detroit looking to rebuild. Also, it says something about the center position in today's game.
Lakers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line. Pelicans trail by 15. And here is Fox. He's one of the better scorers in the league, averaging almost 25 points a game. Shot left block. Rubio with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
The Pelicans shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improved.
And the first one at the line is good. New Orleans making a switch here. Warren's checked in. And both free throws good for Ross. Greg, after we saw top prospects like LaMelo Ball and R.J. Hampton playing a year in Australia, the NBA G League sweetened the deal to attract those blue chippers to this G League, which I think is a very interesting topic and a very interesting way to go.
It is. You know, I think the salaries now could exceed $500,000, not to mention the endorsement deals, and they're on a single team that's built around their needs. Certainly an enticing option for those who want to skip the college route.
Does this affect colleges, in your opinion, in their recruiting?
Not at all. You're going to love your school no matter who plays for them, especially if you're winning.
Good on the shot.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now, here's Warren. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Does not find the mark. He's made 2 and missed 1 now.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Lakers shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. The Pelicans making a switch here. Harrell's checked in. Harris is checked in for the Lakers. Butler comes in for Andrew Wiggins. And that one misses.
And you know, guys, when you watch Rubio, he's one of the most hyped international prospects ever. Scouts were right about his ability to manage the game, though.
Now, here's Warren. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. Over Butler. That shot, no good. And it's the Lakers the other way. Lets it go. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. And now the fast break. Ross with the ball. There's the pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Ross. DiVincenzo passes to Drummond. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
A tall and powerful big. Drummond has a natural ability to finish inside.
Nance passes to Harris. Good D by Drummond.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Offensive rebound, Harrell. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
The dogged intensity Harrell has is just insane. And he uses all this energy to his advantage, particularly on the glass.
Now here is Harris. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. The Lakers have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2. The first free throw is good.
You know, over time, I think Harris has become really good at accepting more responsibility, and that's part of learning how to be a leader.
Paul's checked in for the Lakers. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And so here is New Orleans, down by 15. They'll be off to Oklahoma City for a meeting with the Thunder after this one. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Harris against Warren. It's stolen by Harris. Thompson in the posts. 6 points for him. Paul dishes to Harris. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Ross, that's good.
Tell you what, Ross covers ground in a hurry, a nanosecond.
Los Angeles leading by 13. Paul passes to Harris. They get a hand on it. And now it's Ross running. He can go all the way. Dishes it to Drummond. DiVincenzo with it. He has 6. Kicks it to Harrell. 6 on the shot clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. A three-pointer, no good.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You take a look at Los Angeles. So far, they've got the 4th best record in the conference. And, of course, there's the Pelicans. They're tied right now.
And, you know, for the Pelicans, they're one of the NBA's early season success stories. They've made an immediate push toward the top of the standings.
I'm not sure how long they'll be able to stick around up there, but so far it's been a lot of fun to see how much progress they're making.
Warren, good. Warren's got 6.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
DiVincenzo against Paul. Fires from deep. Hits it from three-point range. 8 points for him.
You know, the more of these threes Paul hits, the more dangerous he becomes as a passer, and he hits his fair share of those threes.
Now here's Drummond. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. Warren kicks to DiVincenzo. Takes a three. The Pelicans get another chance here. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Lakers making a change here. Valanciunas is checked in. Los Angeles on D. Warren, that's for 2. Cans the shot from the wing. That's now 8 points for T.J. Warren. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Lakers. They lead by 14. The dish now to Thompson. Valanciunas in the high post. Back to Thompson. And stolen by DiVincenzo. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
New Orleans has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. And the 3 ball is good. Warren's got 7 points for the quarter.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
And here is Paul, following T.J. Warren's 3. Paul left side. Outside Butler. Shot clock at 6. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2.
Oh, no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
And the first one drops. Markieff Morris is checked in for the Pelicans. De'Aaron Fox comes in for Terrence Ross. And so Butler nails both of them. Pelicans trail by 13. To the middle. Poked loose. Now the Lakers on the break. Paul with the ball. And Butler gets it to go.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Fox passes to Harrell. Now DiVincenzo. Outside, Fox. Inside, Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
Boy, excellent recognition from Fox there. Outstanding at recognizing when his guys are open.
Well, you know, teams look for +6s. Players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is a 6'7" player with a 7'4" wingspan. If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9.
Here's Fox after the basket by Los Angeles.
And already his 3rd foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the 3rd quarter.
And between his length and his athleticism, Montrezl Harrell well suited for that role of small ball center, Greg, in today's NBA.
Yeah, I mean, he's fearless. Even giving up a few pounds, a few inches, he'll go right at you and making steady improvements as a rebounder year over year.
That one is off. Andrew Wiggins, he's checked in for Thompson. And the second free throw, good. And here is Los Angeles now. They led by as many as 18 points. Paul finds Butler. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
You know, sometimes the athleticism of Butler just too much for the defense. Sometimes you have to simply resort to giving up the foul on that drive.
That free throw good from Butler. And so Butler nails both of them. 1:04 left in the first half. Fox against Paul. A second chance effort. It's hauled in by Harris.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
And here is Fox, following the three-pointer by Andrew Wiggins. Here's Warren. It's good, and it's his sixth make against 11 attempts.
Well, the defense was right there, right in Warren's face, but his craftiness got him the win.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. To the paint, here's Valanciunas, and it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Butler against Warren. From outside the arc. No good there. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers taking a 19-point lead into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Jonas, you guys got off to a strong start. How important was it to set the tone early?
You know, we came out with a different energy. We said it's enough to start.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson. Along big-time play throughout the first half for Jimmy Butler. He had 20 points. And Tobias Harris, a player that can slot in at both forward spots. So, big fella, when he's on the floor, do you like him better as a 3 or as a 4?
Well, when Harris plays a 3, he worries too much about setting up others. I want him to focus on finishing plays at that 4. Dominate the ball, man.
Yeah, you can't ignore his size advantage when he's at the 3. You know, Harris can bully those.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. So the Lakers 5 right now. They've got Klay Thompson. Jimmy Butler is out there with Tobias Harris. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Paul in at the point guard. Takes the turnaround Jay. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Fox with it. He's picked up by Paul. Fox against Harris. Fires for 3. The Lakers with the rebound. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Butler dishes to Paul. Floats it up for Butler. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Morris. The shot's good. Morris has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Pelicans. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to go on Markieff Morris.
You know, looking to score often from there, Harris is excellent at drawing the defense's attention and fouls.
That's good from Harris. Drummond's checked in for the Pelicans. And Harris drops them both. Pelicans trailed by 19. Pass to Harrell. And here is Fox. Outside Warren. Here's DiVincenzo. And Thompson sends it back. Paul outside. He dishes it to Harris. And it's sent back by Drummond.
A high motor keeps Drummond engaged defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go in.
Pass to Warren. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
It's his first trip to the line.
Two.
The first one falls.
Well, I tell you what, coaches really love reliable shooters like Warren. I mean, he's a talented guy who can really get it done from anywhere on the floor.
Both free throws good from Warren. Now Harris. 8 points for him. And stolen by Harrell. And stolen by Butler. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Misses from close range.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Defended by Butler. Here's Drummond, and the shot goes in.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Valanciunas against Drummond. Harris looking it over. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Lays it up off the glass. Harris has got 4 points in the quarter. Pelicans trail by 17. Outside, Fox. Outside, Warren. Here's Harrell. That shot missing. Paul with the defensive effort. The Lakers have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. A very slow start offensively. The quick look, no good that time. And it's Fox with the ball for New Orleans. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Butler. Paul's got 10 points in the game.
Boy, a tough, gritty, smart point guard. Paul isn't at all intimidated by a little contact.
Fox finds Warren. And again, no good by New Orleans. Lakers leading by 19 points. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And the shot by Warren, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Harris against DiVincenzo. Clock at 6, and that's a foul called on T.J. Warren. That's foul number 2 for him. New Orleans making some changes here. Morris comes in for Harrell, and Terrence Ross is subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. The Lakers also making some changes. Larry Nance is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Doug McDermott comes in for Tobias Harris, and Ricky Rubio is subbed in for Paul. Warren against Butler. Just 5 on the clock, and they double up Butler. McDermott, no one around him. Off target with the open look.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Ross, that's good.
And that's where Ross has been most efficient. Raining it off the catch. Love it.
Lakers leading by 20. Rubio taking his time here. To the middle, Nance. And it's sent back by Drummond. Fox against Thompson. Fox kicks to Warren. Here's Drummond. A pass to Fox. Fires from 14. Good D by Thompson.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
Rubio, the pass to Butler. Shoots over Fox. Rubio outside. The putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Outside Warren. And there's the pass to Morris. Fox kicks to Warren. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Warren's got 17 now.
Boy, mark it up. Another one for Warren, but this is what he's built to do. Get buckets.
Passes it to Butler. Nice D from Warren. Pelicans trail by 20. Outside, Fox. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. 15 points in the game.
And he gives up pounds to a lot of guys defending him, but that has never kept Fox from being in attack mode.
Pass to Thompson. Over Ross. Offensive rebound. That one goes in. And the Lakers lead by 20.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
Timeout.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
Wiggins is checked in for Los Angeles. And how about we check the numbers for De'Aaron Fox? Drummond finds Fox. Rebound the Lakers. Nance has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Shoots a fader. Again, Los Angeles.
Hey, that mid-range area, in-between area, we call it, inside the three-point line and not at the rim, Wiggins knows he can get this shot anytime he wants.
Pass to Drummond. Butler against Warren. On the clock. The three from Morris. The Pelicans keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
This is what Drummond is known for, fellas. I mean, assertive, aggressive, relentless, hard-working. He's just a dogged offensive rebounder.
Rubio outside. Nance trying to break loose. That one misses. Good work defensively by Fox. Warren kicks to Drummond. Drummond is doubled. To the inside. The kick out to Warren. Here's the floater. The rebound by the Lakers. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Butler on the wing. Guarded by Fox. Rubio with a wide-open look. No good with the triple. And it's Fox with the ball for New Orleans. Drummond. And Drummond is right there. Drummond's got 6 points in the quarter.
Big man on the move. Drummond running the floor, getting rewarded there with the hoop.
And they double up Butler. The pass to Nance. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Nance.
And here's some numbers on Fox. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so, averaging 22 points per, 9 assists, and 4 rebounds. Well, you know that he can put points up in a hurry, and he leads this team in scoring.
Yeah, you know, I think he's got a great sense of how to keep their offense going and being productive. If somebody else is having an off night, then he kind of steps in and fills the gap.
Los Angeles leading by 18. A three-pointer, Wiggins. They get it again. Second chance shot, and off the glass. That one's good. Wiggins has got 16 points.
Boy, I like that effort from Andrew Wiggins there, doing a nice job on the offensive glass.
Passes it to Fox. Knocked away. And stolen by Wiggins. Oh, here we go. Rubio's got it on the fast break chance. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too. Putting on a show. Ross can elevate with the best of them.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. Some changes for the Lakers. Valanciunas, who's checked in for Nance. And Tobias Harris subbed in for Doug McDermott. Wiggins surveying the floor. Harris against Morris. It's stolen by Morris. Outside, Fox. Pass to Ross. Now here's Drummond. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Three-pointer. Butler gets the three-pointer to fall. Butler's got 5 points now this quarter.
He drilled one from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Warren. Paul's checked in for the Lakers. Fox against Rubio. Down low. Here's DiVincenzo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Chris Paul picks up that one. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
Free throw drops for DiVincenzo. And the Pelicans making a change here. Harrell's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. And here is Paul. He's got 12. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer. Here's Harris. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Harris has got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, you know, Harris is an active player. I mean, he's smooth and he's skilled, but he's also a guy that's got some grit and grind to him as well and gets in there and keeps possessions alive.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Feeds it to Harrell. Nice D from Valanciunas. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Lakers on top, running away with it. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with De'Aaron Fox. Then there's Harrell. Then it's Terrence Ross. And it's Morris in at the center position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Higgins outside. Unloads from 13. They get it back. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific on the offensive backboard.
And here's Morris for 3. Cans it from downtown.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Valanciunas passes to Harris. And the league taking steps to discourage teams, Greg, from tossing away seasons in search of high draft picks. Has enough been done, you think, in that regard?
We'll see. I tell you, the idea of a play-in
that's
tournament
a tough one, isn't it?
For the last few playoff spots, I think that's a good idea, actually. It might keep more teams in the hunt down the stretch. And I think the onus also, if the fans put enough pressure on their teams to try to develop what they have and not always put it on the future, I think that's going to help. But I think you're going to always have a little bit of that moving forward.
Paul goes in. Pass to Valanciunas. Over Fox. And there's Valanciunas on the assist by Paul. Paul's got 6 assists in the game. Fox against Paul. Now here's Ross. He's tightly guarded. Shoots. Rebounded by the Lakers. Harris has got 7 rebounds in the game. Wiggins from outside. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So the Pelicans will take it the other way.
The defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
Fox finds DiVincenzo. The teardrop falls in.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Los Angeles leading by 22. And the pass to Valanciunas. Ball against Fox. Rubio outside. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Rebound by Harrell.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
DiVincenzo can't hit it. Lakers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Wiggins dishes to Rubio. Passes to Valanciunas. Over Ross. He's good with the little jumper in close. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Ross. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Chris Paul picks up that one.
Great appreciation for Ross. Never afraid of going into the contact on the way up. Well done.
First one falls for him.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Ricky Rubio. And both free throws good for Ross. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Paul passes to Thompson. Harris trying to get free, and Thompson is good for 3.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Kaminsky, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Doug McDermott comes in for Harris. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And it's Ntilikina in for Chris Paul. But they'll get another chance. Bolden passes to Melly. McDermott with a steal. Thompson surveying the floor. Pass to Ntilikina. Back to Thompson. Over Mason. And another basket for the Lakers.
Yeah, I like the feel Ntilikina showed there. I mean, nice sense of where he was and what was available.
Joseph, the pass to Melly. Outside, Joseph. Pass to Bolden. 6 to shoot. Here's Mason. Rebounded by the Lakers. To the paint. Now the pass to Kaminsky. And Frank Mason gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Straight frustration right there, and I agree with you. Self-control of your emotions, a must-have if you're going to play winning basketball.
The Lakers making a switch here. Nance is checked in. Ntilikina kicks to McDermott. Off target from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Bolden passes to Mason. Here's Bolden. To the middle. Here's Melly. No good that time. And it's the Lakers the other way. McDermott passes to Ntilikina. And again, the Lakers no good.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
Joseph, that's good.
Yeah, he can be lethal from distance. When Joseph has room to fire, he's not going to hesitate.
Here's Ntilikina. Here's McDermott. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And when you think of McDermott, the first thing that comes to my mind anyway is three-point shooting ability. He's very effective spacing the floor.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Frank Kaminsky. Butler comes in for Nance. Thompson, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And Paul's subbed in for Ntilikina. He's off on the second. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans.
Hey, T.J. Warren is definitely a scorer. He's got a shoot-first mentality, but he'll give it up if you're open.
Los Angeles leading by 23. Outside Butler. Thompson outside. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Paul. Paul's got assist number 8 now on the night. Fox against Paul. Left side, Warren. And yes, it's good. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Here's Thompson, and plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And New Orleans gets called for the foul.
Man, Thompson is phenomenal as a two-way player. A knockdown shooter from everywhere, challenged or unchallenged, and he defends at an elite level, too.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Los Angeles making a switch here. Harris is checked in. And so Thompson nails both of them. Joseph with the ball. Passes it to Najee. He kicks it to Warren. Pass to DiVincenzo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Joseph. And he overshot that one, missing.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Warren against Thompson. Now here's Joseph. Here's Morris. Almost, but it rolls out. Lakers have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Harris, no good. The Pelicans shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. DiVincenzo passes to Warren. There's the 3. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Washington Wizards. And then on Thursday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Dallas Mavericks.
And just looking ahead
to what's on tap. There are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
That's good from Harris. So for the Pelicans, Jonah Bolden's checked in for Morris. And it's Frank Mason in for Dante DiVincenzo. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Kaminsky, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. McDermott comes in for Jimmy Butler. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Ntilikina in for Chris Paul. And Harris drops them both. New Orleans has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Joseph, the pass to Najee. This one for three. That's good from Joseph on the assist by Mason. Joseph's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Pelicans. Ntilikina looking it over. Tries from 7. It's rebounded by Najee. New Orleans has gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Back to Joseph. Inside. And the first one drops. New Orleans making some changes here. Drummond's checked in for Bolden. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Joseph. And it's Fox in for Mason. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Aladon's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Ntilikina. Pass to Caruso. And here is Maladon. Just 4 to shoot. Knocked loose and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for New Orleans. The Pelicans shooting only 35% in the fourth quarter. The offense looking a little rickety. Drummond in the post, guarded by Valanciunas. Harris against Fox. The offensive rebound, and Drummond is right there. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 16 rebounds.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
The pass to Valanciunas. That one's off, still out of sync. Pelicans trail by 21. Left side, Warren. Dishes to Drummond. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Lakers.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And asserting themselves up front here, guys. They'll be taking the front end of a 4-game season series between these two. They've got to feel good about getting the upper hand tonight against the Pelicans.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Butler.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Passes it to Maladon. Now McDermott fires from the wing. It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Mason the pass to Najee. Kicks it to Mason. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. Now, here's Melodon. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Jimmy, you have become a star in this league, big part of the team. Have those expectations put more pressure on you individually?
No pressure. I think I'm a...
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.